Good morning, I hope everyone's well today. Thank you for watching. Keir Starmer is the worst Prime Minister we've had in the United Kingdom. In my lifetime, each Prime Minister has been worse than the last. From Margaret Thatcher all the way through to Fishy Rishi and then to Keir. Each one has been worse than the last. That is undeniable. That is not the question here. There's a lot of people that think that Keir Starmer should resign. I'm one of them. He should go. But it should be done when it's politically expedient for the opposition, the right, to want him to go. When I'm seeing polls like this that put Reform UK on 29%, Labour on 21%, and the Tories on 19%, yes, it's good. Yes, it's good to see Reform UK, the insurgent party, topping the polls. That's a positive. And it's also positive to see that they are likely going to take my seat tomorrow in the by-election. These are good signs. This is positive. Do I want Keir Starmer to go if he has a bad council and local election tomorrow? No, I don't. I want him to go when it's going to be beneficial to the right, and tomorrow or this week it wouldn't be beneficial. He is bad, he is the worst, but I want him to go when it's going to be politically expedient for his opposition, his enemies, to want him to go. That's the issue. I want Labour in the worst possible position going into the next general election. They need a really bad leader. If you look at the front bench, if you look at Angela Rayner, if you look at Yvette Cooper, or if you look at Rachel from Accounts, none of them are anywhere near as competent as Starmer, so any one of them would make a hash of it. And that's not my concern. My concern is if they get Andy Burnham, or somebody who's vaguely, or at least looks like they could be competent in, that would be the worry and that would be the concern that we need to look out for. So be sure of what you wish for. Yeah, we want Starmer gone. Yes, Labour needs to be consigned to the dustbin of the United Kingdom's history. And we've got a real chance to do it. We're in the middle of a two-election cycle that happens every 100 years or so where there's a realignment. It happened in the early 20th century when the Liberals were replaced by the Labour Party. Tories got booted out, Liberals got in, Labour replaced them on the second election, the Liberals that is, and the Liberals got in on a loveless majority, much like Labour last year. The same thing's happening here this time, and I think Labour will be replaced at the next election. My prediction tomorrow is that Tories will retain overall control of the most seats. They will lose a lot of councils. They will be first, but it won't be a win. Then Reform, they will make the most gains. They will be second. Then we'll have Labour in third place and Lib Dems in distant fourth. That would be my opinion. What normally happens is that the local elections following a general election normally will follow suit to what happened with Labour and getting the parliaments. Normally in the local elections, the local election will reflect what happened in the previous general election. So you would normally expect Labour to run home tomorrow and get all the councils. That's not going to happen. That is why democracy has been cancelled and a lot of local elections were cancelled. Because the Uni Party does not want the headline to be Reform UK is the largest party after the local elections. It's not about making sure that the new councils or the restructuring in the local councils is going to be beneficial. It's all about stopping that headline. These are just my opinions. Your mileage may vary. Tell me if you think that's why the local elections have been cancelled. Tell me if you think that Keir Starmer should stay in post because they can't get a vaguely competent leader because that would harm our cause. Or you want Starmer to go and you don't really care either way. No opinion's wrong, no opinion is incorrect. I want to encourage a open discourse and a full and honest debate. That's what we're here to discuss, the future of the United Kingdom. As always, I appreciate your time. Have a good day, and yeah, let's have us an election, shall we? Thank you for your time.